The Amazing World of Gumball, The Origins. This episode is about, well, without spoiling too much of it, I guess, it's about Darwin. I'm not gonna spoil too much about this episode. I want you to watch it because it is now my favorite Gumball episode. This episode is too good. There's a lot of things that I like. Well, first off, actually, I do probably want to spoil some things, just a few. But even if you're watching this review without watching the actual episode, what are you doing? First off, go watch the episode. It's great. It's a great episode. I know this episode technically is a two-part episode. I'm just gonna be doing all two parts together, just as one episode. I feel like it just makes sense that way. All right, a little bit of spoilers, just a little bit. I like the fact in this episode where you basically get the origins of Darwin and how he became a part of the Watterson family and stuff. I like the kind of emotion that kind of is attached to this episode. Just slight. It's there. I could feel it at times. I gotta tell you, I mean, watching Gumball for me kind of feels like being a zombie. Not to say it's an awful show or anything like that, far from it. I am loving, honestly, watching this show. But I would always shrug my shoulders, be like, oh, that was good, and move on. Stuff wasn't really sticking, it wasn't really memorable for me personally. I could praise the animation, I could praise all the jokes and stuff that goes on during these episodes and stuff. But this episode is on a whole nother level, something that I haven't seen from the show yet, which is a good story with good jokes in it. That's what I'm more of a fan of. I like the stories with the jokes intertwined in there. And this episode is definitely no exception to that at all. I love the fact that even though I knew what was going to happen, I still felt that suspense. Oh god, what if Darwin and Gumball don't do, you know what I mean? I still felt that. And that's something that, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna applaud every single time if I feel that. Because I love it whenever shows do that. I absolutely love it whenever shows try to kind of play that whole card of suspense, even though you know what's gonna happen. You already know what's gonna happen, you already know how it ends. But they make that journey so good leading up to that. And of course, I'm gonna have to talk about the elephant in the room. Probably my favorite part of the episode. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Yeah, there's a song in this episode sung by Darwin. And I like it. It's the first real song from the show I actually started humming. And you know a song's good if I start humming it after I watch the episode. Actually, funny enough, the reason why I'm actually recording this is because on YouTube I just looked it up again because I wanted to watch it again. It's a good song, man. It's catchy, it's funny, there's fun stuff in it. It's the first time in this show, for me personally, where a song didn't feel like space filler, kind of weird. Not to say the songs were awful or anything like that, but timing for your songs is very important, regardless of how good or bad the song may end up being. I could even say the exact same thing with the Backyardigans. The length, the timing, it's got to be all spot on, because if it isn't spot on, then it's not going to be pretty. There's a reason why I like really loud music from the Loud House that has 15 or 16 songs, because all of them are short and they're tied together so beautifully to where they all fit together. And this song was perfect. It was fitted right in that little area. Perfect. So it doesn't matter how many songs you have or how many good songs there are. To me, it kind of feels more like the timing of those songs is very, very important. The pacing, I guess you could say. The pacing is very important. But yeah, aside from that, episode was cool. Episode was a good episode. It wasn't just funny. It was a good story. And I like it. It's my favorite Gumball episode now. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are enjoying, so like, comment, subscribe, and some. And of course, guys, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. And goodbye, everybody. I will see you guys soon. Take care, everyone.